Welcome to my channel, Living Your Best Life, and I am Cindy Smaha. And as you can see, I am in my bathroom, and I'm here because I need to cut this hair. It is just too wild and I'm going to color it later too. And I've got to do something. Today though, I am going to cut it in a Undercut Pixie style. So never done this before. I've used the back. You've seen my other videos where I do that, but it's all going to be undercut. So I am excited about that. Before we get into the video, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and click that little bell so you'll be notified of all my future uploads. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. So first, what we have to do is I have to show the tools and the items you need to do this video. So here we go. The items you're going to need today are combs, scissors to be able to cut the plastic bag, and I'll explain that in a minute, some hair clips, scissors. We're going to use a shear scissors and then regular pair of hair cutting scissors and electric shaver with the number 5. If number 5 isn't short enough, I'll get another one. Now the plastic bag you see is a 13-gallon kitchen bag, and notice the little ties here. I've got it taped up here, down the sides, and cut along the sides. On the end here, this is actually going to go around my head, and what I did when I cut it beyond the seam right here, as you can see, so that this plastic, the red tie here, is going to be staying in place. This is because I'm basically lazy and I don't want to clean anything up. So I just took everything off the sink. The other thing you're going to need is a freestanding, easily movable mirror. Easily movable. If your mirror, like this one, is just a tall mirror that's on the wall, if you have one that's like a medicine cabinet and it's 3 panes, if you can move it the side to side to be able to get the back, that's good too. Okay, so let's get going. So now you know what you need. Okay, I'm going to show you what this is for. Okay, and again, I'm basically lazy. So what I am going to do is I am going to clip some of these longer pieces, and hopefully they'll go into one. And so that's what these lovely clips are for. Hopefully they'll stay. That looks pretty good. And then we're going to pull up the rest of the hair. I'm not, parting it all pretty and all that kind of stuff. Just moving it up. Okay. So that's clipped. So now for the elastic band. So what we're going to do is, what it does, it gives us a guide on where to cut. In other words, where to use the electric cutter. So what I'm going to do here is that let's look in the back. Okay, so I've got my mirror, and what I want to do is let's pull out some things up here just to make sure that that line is good. We don't have any long hairs under here that I don't want to cut. Okay. Let's go here. There we go. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Let's move it to the side. Okay, and there we go. That's looking really good. Okay. Okay, This looks good. It looks even. Okay, I am going to take now the plastic bag. Oopsie, come on you. There we go. Put it over my head. If you use a 30-gallon, a 30-gallon would probably be a little bit better and it'd be wider. But hey, this works just fine. Okay, so that looks good. That looks good. We look even here. All right, got my number 5 guide on here, and this is all the way up so that it'll cut a little bit shorter and better. So here we go. I decided that number 5 just wasn't doing short enough that I wanted. So I'm going down to 4. It is much easier to take off excess at first and then wait and do a number 2, and then it's way too short. Okay, here we go again. Looking good. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at this. Wow! Wowzers, wowzers, wowzers. Look at that. Okay, so let me see what we got here. Feels pretty good. I think I've got some wild hairs here I'm gonna have to trim up, but this looks pretty good. Yeah. Looks even. How about the other ear? Yeah, what I had to do was get the actual ear thing to get some of this out of the way. So, whew, and I forgot to put my bag on. I'm like, oh no, I didn't want to have to get the roller out, so my fault. So now what we're going to do is I am going to put this on, and now we're going to figure out what to do up here. So let's take a look. You know what I need to do before we begin? I need to go wet my hair. So be right back. Okay, so I've started the angles, and let me see what I've got here. This might be a little, let's see, a little too long. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, I'm liking it so far. So what I'll do now is that now that I have the angle, I am going to attempt and hopefully do is I'm going to keep that same angle all the way to the back and get at least the, what I'm going to say is the end part here even. So let's flip around. Okay, looks like the angle's right and it all blends in. So now this is going to be the fun part, is that I'm going to do a little trimmy trim up here, not a lot. I do not want to take a lot of hair off the top, but let's get going. Okay, the top's cut. Wow, that's some hair. The top's cut, and so now what I have to do is I have to blend it into the sides because these are still way too long here, but I don't want to go up any higher, so I need to blend it from long to short. And so that's where the angle comes in. And so that's sort of the hard part, is getting, because it's easier to do short on top and long down below. But when you do, you want, like I want here, is long on top and then short down below. That is where it's going to get tricky. So you see where we cut right here. So I'm using the center as a guide. See, the center is a guide. Now, let's cut a little bit more off here. There we go. There. So here we go.
Okay, looks like the front is cut. Oh dear. Now let's swing it around and do the back. Okay, this is looking really good. Check that out. Woohoo! Oh my gosh, that looks so good. This side looks so good. Oh my goodness, I am just so excited. Woohoo! Now, the last thing that you want to do is you got to put some texture in there, because you don't want any blunt cuts and you don't want any, sharp edges on anything. So this is what I do. I start at the top. You can see me, there you go. I start at the top and I put some texture in here. In other words, I do a little clip. Come on, you, clip. Just on the ends. Oops. You can always put more texture in it if you want. We are done. This is so great. All right, so all that's left for me to do is color my hair. I'm going to go a little bit darker because it's a little too red for me. I'm not real thrilled with red hair, so I'm going to go a little bit darker. Okay, here is the finished look. I am just thrilled on how this turned out. And I'm just like, oh, and trust me, I was praying the whole time. But take a look at the back. I'm so thrilled with that. Oh my goodness, new hair for Christmas. Awesome. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I sure did, and I am just thrilled. So again, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and thank you all who subscribes to my channel. I'm so thrilled you are becoming a part of the Living Your Best Life family. So please leave me a comment. This will be posted on December 26th at 4 p.m. So I hope all of you have a very Merry Christmas and be safe. Okay, bye-bye.